All right, I'm on hole number 9 of the Safari Sunrise Tournament. Wednesday's qualifying round in the Rookie Division. Just trying to go out. My goal is minus 15 every time we go out and play these holes, every round. And in the weekend round, I want to try and get a plus on that. It doesn't have to be a bunch of pluses, but I want to get plus to put myself in contention for a win. All right, I'm trying to just get out here. My goal is to get out here in the 380 to 390 range. I'm not going to do any overpower. I'm just taking a Titan. And actually, I'm going to take a Kingmaker so I can cut the wind down. And then on my second shot, I'm doing a rough bump with a sniper. And I'm taking 10% of the wind off. So it's going to be a 0.9 wind adjustment. And here's my observation on this hole. Okay, my first observation is that I'm going to take off 10% of the wind because this is uphill. And if I don't take that off, I'm over pulling. The other thing is that here's the cup, here's the flagpole. And if you put your ball guy when you're doing that rough bump so that you're terminating right here in the cup, I've ended up short. So I don't want to be, it seems like if you put it, if you put it like half a square behind the cup, then it wants to run out and you end up 5 feet from the cup. So I'm going to make sure that my ball guide is coming through the cup, but not a lot through the cup. But I want to make sure that it's completely through the cup and sticking out the other side. Maybe half a cup past the cup, so that I can make sure that if I'm on trajectory, because I've been on trajectory with this 10% several times and ended up short. And so I want to make sure that I can get myself up to the cup. So I'm taking a extra mile. You can do this with any extra mile. The main thing is that here's the key on this hole. I've seen a bunch of people play this hole this week, and they're just trying to get out there and they're not trying to do anything special, and they bring something other than a power 3 ball. And if you bring something other than a power 3 ball, you can make it easy on the first shot. But that rough bump is going to suck if you don't have a power 3 ball, because your red line, you'll be back in your red line. So if you got a power 2 ball, you need to be at least 270, 280. If you have a power 3 ball, you can hit right at 260 with an upper developed sniper, and you can be in the right range. If you've got really low developed stuff, you may have to do overpower. But if you've got, let's say you have an extra mile 5 or an extra mile 6, 7, but you've got a big topper 4, your big topper will net more distance with max topspin than your extra mile if you're using a Titan. So if you use a Titan with your extra mile or you use a Titan with your big topper, you're going to net more yardage with your big topper. But it's not as accurate. But it's a big ass fairway. Big fairway. Titan, the king of balls. And you can use the wind here. I'm not going to use the wind because I've got an extra mile that can hit out there far enough. So I'm going to take the wind out. But you can use the wind here. It's due right with us. And I know some of you may think, well, you know what? You could hit over to the right and then you'd have tailwind coming into the cup. There isn't enough tailwind out there to make me want to hit this ball to the right, because that second shot blows. And that's a technical term as well. That's definitely industry jargon. And I definitely want to leave myself at least, I want to be as middle in that fairway as I can. So I'm like 2.5 rings, 2.25 rings off. I'm going to take the wind out. That's 1 ring. You can overhit this and actually hit yourself out of the rough bump zone. And so I don't want to overhit it. I'm just trying to get to I've been in the 388 range. So anything, and I got a little bit of a forward row right there. So that should be 390, 388, right there in that range, 383. 380 to 390. That was my target zone. So that looked like it was a little bit farther up there, but that was a nice shot. I think if you hit too far forward, with the way that the wind's blowing, you can get up into the narrower part of the rough where you actually have to involve the sand in order to pull the wind out. So you want to you don't need to hit it that far out there. There is a range out there, but if you hit it too far forward, you could actually almost take the rough bump out of play. Just my own observation. And I want to be 3 rings off of that transitional surface. Going straight at the cup. Ooh, you better hit that, bud. Whew. See that delay that was there? On my side, it was 0, and on their side, they still had time to shoot the shot. And that delay right there, that little bit of delay, I think sometimes is what gives us that lag where you release and it's dead center perfect, and then all of a sudden it catches up and then it jogs over. I'm not exactly sure. Even though I'm at mid club, I'm hitting a max number. I have that written in bold letters on my. I definitely want to make sure that I'm past that cap. 2.6. It's 2.34 rings. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it was joggy, and I was getting attacked by a mosquito. And it still ended up short. That's what I'm saying. That ball guide's lying its butt off. No Albie for me today. That's okay. I want to save that Albie for the weekend round. I think we have, depending on where you put yourself on the first par 3 or par 5, hole number 2, you do have a look at Albie there, but it's not a high percentage Albie hole. But hole number 6 and hole number 9, you definitely have Albie shots. So we definitely want to work on these shots during the week to put ourselves in that spot so that every single time we get on this hole, we're giving ourselves a serious look at Albie. In my low level, I kind of have an extra mile 7 and a sniper 8. My sniper still doesn't have any distance, so it's still at 0. I'm still at 160. But I was able to, with my extra mile 7, get up there into the range. I brought a Viper just because I was hedging my bets, but I was able to get up there in the range where I was able to, if I would have had my sniper in my bag, I would have been able to make it with my sniper. .73. I will forfeit. Good luck in the tournament. Good luck, Kiwi Crusaders. One of my teammates, Dez, he's a Kiwi. All right, that was Wednesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. And just a nice, let's see what I picked up here. Picked up a hole-in-one on hole number 7. That's as rare as rock eggs. And picked up the mid par 4, hole number 4. And we have to pick up hole number 8. So that puts us at minus 13. You pick up 2 on the side. And that's the way to do it. The one here that irritates me is I've had this shot down. I've been up there, but this one right here, these par 4s for me are the shots. I'm looking, my big focus is always on par 4. So hole number 1, hole number 4, and hole number 8. And we have to get hole number 8. But if you can pick up all the par 4s, you're at minus 15. So anything else that you can pick up, or any other position that you can put yourself in to pick up an Albie or hole one, those are winning shots. And so coming in with the minus 15, if it was a full round minus 30, that's puts you in position. And in some brackets, you can win with that. But if you really want to put yourself in the catbird seat, those par 4s are a big, big focus. All right, that was the Wednesday qualifying round. I'm gonna go take a shower and grab something to eat, and then I'm gonna come back and go through my clans and check out what all of my clan mates have been doing in Kings of Golf 1, 2, and 3 and see which holes they're having problems on, and do a. I always say I'm going to do a short video, and it always takes me an hour. But I'm going to do a video on where everybody's at coming out of the qualifying round so that we can prep up for the opening round. All right. Thanks for watching.